Sure, you can disagree. A lot of people have. But I'm still going to walk the way. Creativity is an addiction. We are addicted to creating thoughts, creating things at your job, creating in the middle of the night when you're trying to get sleep at 2 a.m. Your mind is always creating. It's an addiction. We will always say yes to creativity. That's Unplugged. Totally uncut. We all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. If you could describe what is around you at this present place, what would we see as listeners? I don't have a room that is perfect. I've got a studio that is controlled chaos. That's what you would see if you walked in the studio. You would go, oh, I get it. I totally get it. But would we get where you are? Would we understand that if you are a perfectionist in sight and sound, would we feel comfortable in that, or is it just your zone? What would we see if we were sitting with you on your side of the speaker? I have a huge glass of warm water. I also have a Diet Coke, and I've got a humongous cup of coffee. And they each play a part in what is going to happen inside this studio today as I overlook this beautiful forest in South Charlotte, North Carolina. The studio is like 23, 24 feet above the ground, which means I'm up here. I see what's in the trees. They are like right there. And when a deer passes by on the dirt below, it's like, oh my God, this is a blessing. What would we see if I were sitting with you? What would it be? Would it be controlled chaos? Would it be a lay of thoughts that you're trying to piece together, and you'll spend the next weeks, months, years trying to understand why it is that you think the way that you think? What would we see? Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. This is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day, and today we're reading from April 1st, 2022, April Fool's Day. No jokes here. It's all reality. You know what I see to my left? There is a Mick Fleetwood style hat. And it's still to my left that I wore at a big event for an internet radio station that we created. We had a huge event with a massive turnout, and I wanted to be remembered, so I wanted to have this beautiful hat that has bones on it. Feathers on it. I want it to be controlled chaos. That's who I am. Controlled chaos. Too bad I don't call myself CC or something like that. I mean, we've all got to have a purpose and a plan, right? Both of which can be changed by corporate leaders and losers. And I don't mean that as a negative. I really don't. It's preparation. The plan is always about dealing with change. Change is constantly around us. It doesn't have to be the right change, because the left change is always going to give us a different adventure. The purpose of the plan is what? Have you ever asked yourself in the rearview mirror, what is the purpose of this plan that I have today? Most people would say, I don't know. See, I love bringing that up with local decision makers who waste no time just shrugging their shoulders. It's what we do. I just do what I'm told. I think it would be fun to sit down and share a conversation with those that are above local as well as regional decision making, to tap into their purpose and plan by way of asking real, honest-to-God questions and not computerized AI futuristic memos. Preachers every Sunday say, God has a plan. Oh, that's pretty cool. Cool. That's neat that God has a plan. Well, what's the purpose of the plan, Almighty God? What is that purpose? I'd like to know. I don't disagree with the preacher people, but just tell me, where are we going here? Don't second guess the Almighty. Just if you're hearing things, let us all know. Don't keep pulling us back in here every Sunday to say, well, he's got a plan. Our hearts endlessly plan stuff out. Rarely do we know what the purpose is. We always assume, well, this must be it, I guess. It's just, I know I have to do what I have to do. No wonder so many people procrastinate. And the reason why is because it's like, we have no purpose. I just know that it's in the plans. So I'm going to sit back until I have to pay that bill. It says it's due in 30 days. I'll send the money in 29 days. But see, you got to land the purpose. It requires a lot of change and challenge. And you know as well as I do, I don't like it. I don't like change and challenge, but we have to deal with it. Do you accept it as being the new normal? You know, that was the thing we talked about during the entire pandemic lockdown, 2020 and 2021, man. The new normal. The new normal. Well, now that the new normal is here, what's on your side of the speaker? If we were to sit where you are right now, what would we see? It's your new normal. There are millions of people that are being forced to go back to work. They're not so happy about that. We're also living this thing called the Great Resignation, where people are leaving their places of work because those that make the decisions are real jerks. Wouldn't it be fun to be in a leadership role where you really do lead people? You maintain a lifestyle where you are teaching them how to be brilliant with their walk and way. But see, it's not that way. And that's why I like staying at the level that I am, which is right there in between the leader and the employee. Because as that person in the middle, I love sharing my plan and my purpose. This is my purpose. And I do that as I lead my team every night. And they sit there and they go, oh, I get it. Well, thank you, dude. I didn't realize that was the reason why we do what we're doing, but nobody's ever told me the purpose. Well, if we would take more time to share that, hey, here's the plan. This is what's going to happen. We've laid this out. It's already set. This is the plan. But here's the reason. Here's the purpose that we're going to do what it is that we've already planned. Oh, I'm there. I'm there. I think it's time to teach a new level of leadership without threatening those that are around us. I just shake my head from left to the right. Their plan has no purpose. I'm Arroe, and that's what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day.